So I went out with a full battery and I started flying my DJI Phantom, and about 4 minutes into the flight it just dropped out of the sky. The battery, it's an old battery, 2 years old, and I guess for some reason it just decided to stop working. So I don't trust that battery anymore, and I've bought new ones, but it did crash and it broke the gimbal and the ribbon cable from a fall of about 15 feet. And it ripped the video cable here and bent the support for the gimbal at the top here. I tried, it was bent right at a right angle, and I tried bending it back, and of course it was too weak, so this just popped off completely from the gimbal. Now, you can order this one, no problem, to replace that, but this is part of the unit here, and it's not replaceable easily. So what I'm going to do here is just try to repair this piece by gluing it together with some steel epoxy and a few pieces of metal to sandwich in between. So basically I'm going to attach, I've sort of carved out a little piece here out of thin metal, sandwich 2 pieces of these and put that in the middle, and then let the steel epoxy dry, and we'll see how that goes. Now these thin pieces of metal here, I just decided to snip out of some binder clips. It's black already, and it's fairly thin metal, and it's very light, and it's easy to cut. So I just need 2 of these pieces to act like a sandwich. Then just grind away. So I got my pieces here. Now I'm ready to mix my epoxy. Okay, since I have to do a few things on the gimbal here, I just took it off. I'm going to also take my GoPro off before I get any epoxy on it. So my piece is ready to go. I'm going to just attach it here. I'm just going to do a dry fit first to make sure I got it how I want it. So it does fit pretty well there. Once the glue is on there and dries, it should fit very well. And of course, after I have to fix this. Okay, so I'm gonna just glue this and let it set, and then I'll come back and I'll do the other part with the video cable, or the USB cable. And let that set. Okay, so there's my repair job on the arm of the gimbal. So you can see it's, nice and strong. These guys are different than the other ones. They're a lot softer actually than the original hard ones there. Anyway, I'm going to install one of these here, and we'll see if it affects the flight and stuff like that. I'll change out all the other ones. But for now, I'll just put this one in. Doesn't seem too bad. It's actually holding the tension to make it all even, so. Okay, and this guy's missing one. These are a bit thicker than the original sticks that go through there. Okay, it's loose. This one's kind of tight, so I think I still have some of the original ones here. Yeah, the hole's much larger in the new balls, and so the sticks are a lot larger too. Okay, so I'm going to put the USB cable that's snapped from my GoPro to the gimbal. So I'm just going to take off the sticker. Try from the other side here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I can just pull the cable out, straight out. Man, that's tiny. Okay, I tried sliding this directly in here, but it's not going to work, so I think we're going to have to take something out here, take something apart, and see if I can do it that way. Maybe just taking this little piece off here will be enough. Now it has some of the Loctite on it. There we go. Okay, so now I should be able to get my fingers in there on both sides to slip that in. Okay, well, I'm going to take it apart a little bit more to see if I can lift this board maybe out of there and see if, to be careful though, because there is another ribbon on the other side here. Screws are getting smaller and smaller. Just gotta be very careful here. I'll fit through there afterwards, no problem. Okay. Okay, I think I got it in. Okay, so hopefully that's in. It seems to be, and at least it's staying there and I tug on it lightly. I guess that's what the glue is for on the outside of the tab there, so it doesn't get pulled out accidentally. Well, I guess I'll try to use this thing. Yeah, that seems to work. Good. Okay, I didn't scratch any of the coating. Good. All right. So that's as far as I got right now. Well, basically, I think I'm done. I'm gonna have to attach the sticker on there afterwards and stick that down. But to do a test, I'm just gonna get everybody back on here. Okay, I believe everybody's connected here. So I've just turned on the Phantom, and it looks like it's a little bit unlevel, but I'll see what I can do with that. It's that ball, so I'll have to change them all out for the softer rubber one. It's just a little larger. It's not the same consistency as the other ones, so it's just too soft compared to these guys, which are really, really hard. No big deal, but other than that, it seems to be working pretty well. Yeah, that ball is just not the right kind. But there's my repair job. And everything's back to normal. Now I'm getting an image over here on my diversity monitor from the GoPro. And if I move yep, up and down, everything's working. So that's great. So the ribbon cable's back, working again, and I've repaired the gimbal. So I hope that helps anybody, the steps I took there. So next time you have a big crash, you might be able to get away with using steel epoxy, and you can put your ribbon back on if you rip it.